What's going on, YouTube? As promised, I uploaded a video last night. I'm gonna make one more video. I'm in the middle of painting. I haven't cleaned up myself at all this morning. So isn't it wild how I can look so scrubby one day and look halfway decent the next? I swear, guys, I could turn into a homeless man. You wouldn't even recognize me. Anyways, let's take a look, an actual look at the bathroom. And it's not going to be maybe as inspiring as it is for me, because you guys really aren't living it and seeing it every day, or even can visualize maybe what it even looked like. But let me tell you guys, incredible difference. So rotate through. Look at all the space up here, guys. Don't mind all the cables. All that's actually going to be getting cleaned up. There's cable lines. We don't run cable no more. That's from olden days. We're going to take this out. All these white cords are going to be gone. A lot of these cables are going to be gone. They're not needed anymore. The only cable I'm keeping is an Ethernet cable, which is somewhere up here. I have it up there tied up or something. Right here. It's up here. So that one's I just put in from that wall when we redid the wall. So there's Ethernet on that wall. I just got to run it and plug it into the Wi-Fi box. But even that's going to get cleaned up and put maybe in a nicer shelving unit or something. Anyways, guys, all this, if you guys remember, all this, you can see the old, where they hung and everything. All this had lines. Isn't that nuts? All this had lines of water. And now we got full power to everything with water. And it's all gone. All this shit's gone. There's some that, we ran up here, ran it smart. Ran it over, right? Came up here, ran it over, tied everything in over here, tied it down there, tucked away. It just, even though, yeah, you're not using the space, stuff hung down. It was crazy. And he's not even done yet, guys. Like, look at right here. All the lines that were ran behind here for the washer, they were corroding the wall. Look at that's all gone. We're going to have to cut that drywall out and put a new piece in. That was rotting the wall out because they let it leak probably for too long until they finally fixed it. I got to put GFIs in. But he had everything tucked behind piping, and it was just insane, guys. This is new, this little tie-in here. So that way we have the furnace water and the discharge for the water softener that's now been moved over there is discharging into just its own little pipe. This pipe, guys, my gosh, last night it blew. Now, keep this in mind. This pipe, or stack, or whatever they call it, has not been touched. He has not touched this at all. This thing blew last night, guys. I did a load of laundry, and it blew. Where did it blow? Right there. The seam down here started leaking, blowing out, and right here started blowing out. He has not messed with that pipe, guys. It's not been flexed, it's not been moved, it's not been tampered with. So, tells me that that line obviously was within weeks since we got this basement done. It was within weeks of blowing up because it just blew yesterday. Okay? Luckily, tomorrow, he wasn't going to come out Saturday to finish. He's now able to. He's getting himself a new truck for his business, and he needs another vehicle. Getting that today, and then he's going to be out tomorrow, a day earlier than he expected, to finish the job. So anyways, that boot blew. So we've gone back and forth a few times on doing this job, and we've actually pushed it back 2 or 3 times because of everything that's going on and the money and everything. So we've like, man, let's just hold off. Everything's good. We fixed what needed to be fixed. Everything's good. But something was telling me, get that done, get that done, get that done. And like I told you in the other video, it turned into a $3,350 job to, I think we're pushing almost $7,000 now. 64 to $7 grand. It is what it is. But everything's being touched, changed, fixed. Won't have to worry. Anyways, so thank God we did that, guys. So what happened was I was doing laundry, and all of a sudden I heard tremendous water just hit, and boom, it wasn't normal. Man, I ran in here last night, guys, and that line, that rubber boot at the seams, and water was coming out. I mean, if you guys ever dealt with water, man, within seconds, you can have a mess. Man, I ran so fast. I popped this out of here. I turned the washer off. I popped this out. I pulled those 2 lines out. I dropped them lines down in here to catch the water because it's such a little amount of water, and or sometimes none coming out at all. So this would hold that, no problem. I popped this up there. I let it discharge. I made sure it wasn't flexing this pipe. So I actually, as you guys can see, I angled the washer as close to I could so it wasn't a huge angle. So I pulled this and I put it up there. And I was able to do my one load of laundry, and then I got a hold of, actually it was crazy, at like 1 in the morning, because he's my buddy, you know. We were talking, he texted me randomly, I'm like, you have to answer me at this time. He's like, I woke up. So anyway, we start talking about it. He said, don't do no laundry right now. That was fine what I did, but wait until, and that's when he told me he'll be out Friday, tomorrow, to fix it. What's he going to do? He's moving this toilet. So I said we weren't going to move the toilet. We are moving the toilet because look how close it is to the washer. Obviously, I have a little bit more space. I can move it over. But it's tight. It sucks. We didn't want to move it because that was going to be that's big a part of the reason why there's cost going involved. There's more material. There's labor. So anyways, the toilet's being moved to right here. Like we were going to do. I'm 6 foot. I can sit on it and not get my head to that. So realistically, a person of probably 6'5" will be fine. I mean, I guess if a 7-footer comes in here, they're going to have to move it. Anyways, this tub is now going to go right here, but probably moved over. This whole stack, guys, this whole problem stack, the only reason why this is here is literally for the drain for the washer and shoving those tubes down in there. Well, now that we have its own separate tube for right there, this whole stack is gone. So all the space is eliminated, and then we're going to plug, just like there's a plug here for the clean out, we're going to plug this up, and this will all be gone. No, not needed. No boot to worry about blowing. I am going to talk to him about this boot and make sure. I don't know. We might even replace it, guys. We might just get a new one unless he thinks it's fine. This technically comes out with a lot of pressure from the washer. So that could be why it blew. It's also probably old. This is the main drain though, but I don't know if it's so much a lot of pressure, it just drops down. So I don't know, we'll talk to him about this boot and make sure that's not going to be a problem. With that being said, now mind you, he didn't put this boot in, this has been there. So I don't know if this is another job like they did here, because they didn't want to spend the money to fully pipe it. I don't know, we're going to talk to him. You know, maybe it's a quick way of taking this apart, I don't know, I'm not a plumber. Anyways, so that's going to go here. This tub, I bought it's a pretty deep tub, but it's more smaller, so it's not your big wide one, because the goal was to take this and move it right here. We're getting rid of this, but it would have had problems with the handle on it, trying to fit it under here. We'd have to angle it. It's just stupid, and that'll open up this entire wall, so I can, if I want to make a bigger door to access the crawl space, it's got a decent one, this space right here, but it'll just give us more room. So the tub will go right here. The discharge now, look at the discharge for the washer. It comes all the way down, like almost 5 foot in the air, all the way down on the ground. Well, now it's only going to have to come up to like here, you know, however tall this tub is. So now it's only got to come up maybe 3 feet and hook on and discharge into the tub. And then there's going to be a pump system that's going to, my buddy's got a pump system, but he has to press a button every time to turn it on to pump it out, which is not real convenient. And I think he wants to fix it too. But we're putting a pump system on that's automatic. So just like a sub pump, it's going to recognize there's water, turn on, drain it, and it's going to go right into the main septic and dump out. So no more all this extremely long flex line that can crack, and it's trying to force, you know, it's got to force its way 5 feet in the air. It just isn't good. So that's going to go there. This is going to be gone. Sink right here. There's going to be a little wash bay, enough for a little soap. You still can wash your hands. So you still can consider it kind of a half bath. Eventually, when all this is clear, we plan on getting a stackable washer and dryer. He did. Look where he moved the lines. Nice and clean. Brand new faucet hookups. Remember the old corroded ones? Brand new hookups right here, right close. We can put our stackable washer and dryer right here. And then I'm thinking we'll have enough room right here, guys, to build like a little stand-up shower. You know, one of those, even maybe one of those little angled ones maybe. Maybe an angled one can go right here. And this, you know, I don't know. But we're eventually going to figure it out. It ain't going to be done anytime soon. I do need access to a hole right there for our pipe. That flex pipe is coming out. He's going to be putting a hard pipe in. I think he's coming down the wall. So we'll figure it out, guys. Even if we end up moving these cabinets eventually, as long as I can get to the shower properly, we want to put in a shower. So like I was saying yesterday in my vlog video, we shut this door. Okay, you technically have a door, and now it's going to be a washer and dryer room. and a half bath. But it's not going to be your traditional bath, right? Where it's going to be like, oh, it's in its own little room and drywalled and beautiful, right? Could we probably pull that off? Sure. But then we have to hide all the pipes, right? We're going to have to create a wall. Maybe it's something you go around. I think it's just too much. I think we just put in a shower, keep it away from where we have to get to everything. You'll have a shower. We can make it nice. We can maybe pretty up, maybe put in like a half wall to make it, obviously that's going to have to be on some kind of a wall, right? So I don't know. We're going to figure that out. We're going to figure it out. But yeah, you're not going to have a pretty bathroom. It's, you're going to have the furnace in here. You're going to have a lot of crap in here. But it's going to be great because you're going to have a toilet, you're going to have a sink, and you're going to have a shower. Plus we have a full shower upstairs. So it's going to become a 2 full bath house. Other than it's not, the downstairs is going to be like coming in from fishing and you stink and you go in here and shower and you throw your stuff in the washer, right? Close the door, right? Close the door. And life just became beautiful again, right? So it's just going to be like that situation. So not a big deal. But anyways, I'm pretty excited about this, guys, because I've been worrying about this plumbing for so long. We flooded the house one time due to an actual break. Actually 2 now, counting yesterday, but I got to it quick enough that I got it before it even got anywhere. I think it got out to about right here, and I freaking threw down a whole roll of paper towels and some blankets and shit, and I soaked it all up super quickly before it got over there. And then the only problem that we have, not a problem, you just got to fix it, is this right here is dripping. Shit, there's still water down there. Son of a bitch. Alright, hold on. That was dripping. I had a bucket there, so I'm not sure why it's still a problem. Oh, fuck. See all that damn water? See that? This is why I hate water, guys. I gotta pause this video.